Rink. Noun, a man, especially a warrior or hero. Pens. Noun, an enclosure, enclosed area, used to contain domesticated animals, especially sheep or cattle. Verb, to enclose in a pen. Noun, a tool, originally made from a feather but now usually a small tubular instrument, containing ink used to write or make marks. Verb, to write, an article, a book, etc. Noun, a female swan. Noun, penalty. Noun, in the United Kingdom and Ireland, a copper coin worth 1/240th of a pound sterling or Irish pound before decimalization. Abbreviation. D. Extraordinary. Noun, anything that goes beyond what is ordinary. Adjective, not ordinary, exceptional, unusual. Letting. Verb, to allow to, not to prevent, plus infinitive, but usually without to. Verb, to hinder, prevent, impede, hamper, cumber, to obstruct, someone or something. Noun, the rental of accommodation. Specialty. Noun, that in which one specializes, a chosen expertise or talent. Hobbies. Noun, an activity that one enjoys doing in one's spare time. Noun, any of 4 species of small falcons in the genus Falco, especially Falco sabuteo. Presented. Verb, to bring someone into the presence of a person, to introduce formally. Adjective, of a group having a specified presentation, or a presentation with specified properties. Resort. Noun, a place where people go for recreation, especially one with facilities such as lodgings, entertainment, and a relaxing environment. Verb, to have recourse to, now especially from necessity or frustration. Incident. Noun, an event or occurrence. Adjective, arising as the result of an event, inherent. Spouse. Noun, a person in a marriage or marital relationship. Verb, to wed, to espouse. Divorce. Noun, the legal dissolution of a marriage. Verb, to legally dissolve a marriage between 2 people. Discovered. Verb, to find or learn something for the first time. Clue. Noun, a strand of yarn etc., as used to guide one through a labyrinth. Something which points the way. A guide. Verb, to provide with a clue. Relationships. Noun, connection or association, the condition of being related. Image. Noun, an optical or other representation of a real object. A graphic. A picture. Verb, to represent by an image or symbol. To portray. Safely. Adverb, in a safe manner, without risk, using caution above all else. Counter. Noun, one who counts. Feelings. Noun, sensation, particularly through the skin. Maintain. Verb, to support someone, to back up or assist someone in an action. Investor. Noun, a person who invests money in order to make a profit. Dash. Noun, any of the following symbols. Dash, figure dash, dash, and dash, m dash, or horizontal bar. Verb, to run quickly or for a short distance. Interjection. Dam, offering. Verb, to propose or express one's willingness to do something. Noun, the act by which something is offered. Magnifying. Verb, to praise, glorify someone or something, especially God. Focal. Adjective, belonging to, concerning, or located at a focus. Likes. Noun, usually in the plural, something that a person likes. Prefers. Verb, to enjoy, be pleased by, favor, be in favor of. Noun, sometimes as the likes of. Someone similar to a given person, or something similar to a given object. A comparative, a type, a sort. Verb, to be likely. Advise. Verb, to give advice to offer an opinion to, as worthy or expedient to be followed. Scientific. Adjective, of, or having to do with science. Shrug. Noun. A lifting of the shoulders to signal indifference or a casual lack of knowledge. Verb. To raise the shoulders. To express uncertainty, lack of concern, formerly, dread, etc., hated. Verb. To dislike intensely or greatly. Adjective. Disliked, odious, reviled. Spanish. Verb. To subject to Spanishing. A printing process in which an ink is deposited on the bottoms and sides of depressions formed in a plastic material. Revive. Verb. To return to life, to become reanimated or reinvigorated. Manicurist. Noun. A person who performs manicures. Receipt. Noun. The act of receiving, or the fact of having been received. Verb. To give or write a receipt for something extra. Noun. Something additional, such as an item above and beyond the ordinary school curriculum, or added to the usual charge on a bill. Adjective. Beyond what is due, usual, expected, or necessary. Extraneous, additional, supernumerary. Adverb. To an extraordinary degree. Accurate. Adjective. Telling the truth or giving a true result. Exact, not defective or faulty. Login. Noun. A combination of a user's identification and password used to enter a computer, program, network, etc. 8. Noun. The digit, figure 8. Numeral. A numerical value equal to 8. The number occurring after 7 and before 9. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 8. Buckets. Noun. A container made of rigid material, often with a handle, used to carry liquids or small items. Verb. To place inside a bucket. Migration. Noun. An instance of moving to live in another place for a while. Seat belt. Noun. A restraining belt attached to a vehicle seat which is fastened around passengers and which is intended to keep an occupant in place so as to avoid injuries in accidents where the occupant could be thrown against a solid object. Heights. Noun. The distance from the base of something to the top. Calendar. Noun. Any system by which time is divided into days, weeks, months, and years. Verb. To set a date for a proceeding in court, usually done by a judge at a calendar call. Again. Adverb. Another time, once more. Preposition. Obsolete or dialectal, against. Satisfying. Verb. To do enough for. To meet the needs of. To fulfill the wishes or requirements of. Adjective. That satisfies, gratifies or pleases. That removes any feeling of lack. Integration. Noun. The act or process of making whole or entire. Noun. The process of countering racial segregation. Cassette. Noun. A small flat case containing magnetic tape on 2 reels. Used to record and play back audio and video material. Partying. Verb. To celebrate at a party, to have fun, to enjoy oneself. Depending. Verb. Followed by on or upon. Formerly also by of. To be contingent or conditioned. To have something as a necessary condition. To hinge on. Nominate. Verb. To name someone as a candidate for a particular role or position, including that of an office. Adjective. Nominotypical. Emergencies. Noun. A situation which poses an immediate risk and which requires urgent attention. Nervous. Adjective. Of sinews and tendons. Crowded. Verb. To press forward. To advance by pushing. Verb. To play on a crowd. To fiddle. Adjective. Containing too many of something. Teeming. Lime. Noun. Any inorganic material containing calcium. Usually calcium oxide, quicklime, or calcium hydroxide, slaked lime. Verb. To treat with calcium hydroxide or calcium oxide. Lime. Falling. Verb. Heading. To be moved downwards. Noun. Present participle of fall. Adjective. that falls or fall. Sheets. Noun. A thin bedcloth used as a covering for a mattress or as a layer over the sleeper. Verb. To cover or wrap with cloth, or paper, or other similar material. Noun. Collective noun meaning a large amount. When used of rain, or other precipitation. Banners. Noun. A flag or standard used by a military commander, monarch or nation. Verb. To adorn with a banner. Noun. One who bans something. Seat. Noun. Something to be sat upon. Verb. To put an object into a place where it will rest. To fix. To set firm. Salesperson. Noun. A person whose job is to sell things, either in a shop, store or elsewhere. Fried. Adjective. Cook by frying. Verb. A method of cooking food. Action. Noun. Something done so as to accomplish a purpose. Verb. To act on a request, etc. in order to put it into effect. Interjection. Demanding or signifying the start of something. Usually an act or scene of a theatric performance. Seed. Noun. A fertilized and ripened ovule, containing an embryonic plant. Verb. To plant or sow an area with seeds. Cod. Noun. A small bag or pouch. Overbooked. Verb. To sell or guarantee more seats for an event than actually exist. Adjective. Having had more seats or tickets sold or guaranteed than were available. Magistrate. Noun. A judicial officer with limited authority to administer and enforce the law. A magistrate's court may have jurisdiction in civil or criminal cases. Or both. Died. Verb. To stop living. To become dead. To undergo death. Verb. To color with dye, or as if with dye. Formats. Noun. The layout of a publication or document. Verb. To create or edit the layout of a document. Something. Noun. An object whose nature is yet to be defined. Verb. Applied to an action whose name is forgotten by, unknown or unimportant to the user. E.g. from words of a song. Adjective. Having a characteristic that the speaker cannot specify. Adverb. Degree. Somewhat. To a degree. Pronoun. An uncertain or unspecified thing. One thing. Evaluation. Noun. An assessment, such as an annual personnel performance review used as the basis for a salary increase or bonus. Or a summary of a particular situation. Realistic. Adjective. Expressed or represented as being accurate, practicable, or not idealistic. Gentleman. Noun. A man of gentle but not noble birth, particularly a man of means. Originally ownership of property, who does not work for a living but has no official status in a peerage. An armiferous man ranking below a knight. Noun. Possessive case of gentleman, belonging to some or all gentlemen. Noun. A lavatory intended for use by men, often including urinals in addition to toilets. Cucumbers. Noun. A vine in the gourd family, Cucumis sativus. Robotics. Noun. The science and technology of robots, their design, manufacture, and application. Continuously. Adverb. Without pause. Quickest. Adjective. Moving with speed, rapidity or swiftness, or capable of doing so. Rapid. Fast. Flags. Noun. A piece of cloth, often decorated with an emblem, used as a visual signal or symbol. Verb. To furnish or deck out with flags. Verb. To weaken, become feeble. Noun. Any of various plants with sword-shaped leaves, especially irises. Specifically, Iris pseudochorus. Noun. A slice of turf. A sod. Verb. To pave with flagstones. Noun. A group of feathers on the lower part of the legs of certain hawks, owls, etc. Desktop. Noun. The top surface of a desk. Adjective. Designed for use on a desk or similar piece of furniture. Concepts. Noun. An abstract and general idea, an abstraction. Begin. Noun, beginning. Start. Verb, to start, to initiate or take the first step into something. Quarrel. Noun, a verbal dispute or heated argument. Verb, to disagree. Proving. Verb, to proofread. Verb, to demonstrate that something is true or viable. To give proof for. 18. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 17 and before 19. Represented in Roman numerals as 18 and in Arabic numerals as 18. Perfectly. Adverb, with perfection. Requests. Noun, act of requesting, with the adposition at in the presence of possessives, and on in their absence. Verb, to ask for. Something. Fantastic. Noun, a fanciful or whimsical person. Adjective, existing in or constructed from fantasy, of or relating to fantasy. Fanciful, do away with. Verb, to abolish, to put an end to eliminate. Received. Verb, to take, as something that is offered, given, committed, sent, paid, etc., to accept, to be given something. Adjective, generally accepted as correct or true. Position. Noun, a place or location. Verb, to put into place. Citizens. Noun, a resident of a city or town, especially one with legally recognized rights or duties. Policeman. Noun, one who enforces. Noun, a member of a police force, especially one who is male. Required. Verb, to ask someone for something. To request. Adjective, necessary, obligatory, mandatory. Authority. Noun, the power to enforce rules or give orders. Destroyed. Verb, to damage beyond use or repair. Adjective, particularly of a child. Soiled, muddied, especially as a result of a fall or spill. Baking. Verb, with person as subject. To cook something in an oven. Noun, an action in which something is baked. Adjective, that bakes. Phrases. Noun, a short written or spoken expression. Verb, to express an action, thought or idea, by means of particular words. Howl. Noun, the protracted, mournful cry of a dog or a wolf, or other like sound. Verb, to utter a loud, protracted, mournful sound or cry, as dogs and wolves often do. Sessions. Noun, an informal gathering of musicians to play music, especially improvised jazz or a similar genre. Noun, a period devoted to a particular activity, e.g. the annual or semi-annual periods of a legislative body, that together comprise the legislative term, whose individual meetings are also called sessions. Controlled. Verb, to exercise influence over, to suggest or dictate the behavior of. Adjective, inhibited or restrained in one's words and actions. Nickel. Noun, a silvery elemental metal with an atomic number of 28 and symbol Ni. Verb, to plate with nickel. Only. Noun, an only child. Adjective, alone in a category. Adverb, without others or anything further. Exclusively. Conjunction, under the condition that, but. Elaborate. Verb, to develop in detail or complexity. Adjective, complex, detailed, or sophisticated. Capital. Noun, already produced durable goods available for use as a factor of production, such as steam shovels, equipment, and office buildings. Structures. Adjective, of prime importance. Recruiting. Verb, to enroll or enlist new members or potential employees on behalf of an employer. Organization. Sports team. The military, etc. Noun, the process by which a person is recruited. Recruitment. Expensive. Adjective, given to expending a lot of money. Profligate, lavish. Dustman. Noun, a person employed to collect refuse from people's homes and take it to be processed. Lexicographer. Noun, one who writes or compiles a dictionary. Choice. Noun, an option, a decision, an opportunity to choose or select something. Adjective, especially good or preferred. Classical. Noun, one that is classical in some way. For example, a classical economist. Adjective, of or relating to the first class or rank, especially in literature or art. Nanny. Noun, a child's nurse. Verb, to serve as a nanny. Frame. Noun, the structural elements of a building or other constructed object. Verb, to fit, as for a specific end or purpose. Make suitable or comfortable. Adapt, adjust. Response. Noun, an answer or reply, or something in the nature of an answer or reply. Adventurous. Adjective, of a person, inclined to adventure, willing to incur risks, prone to embark in hazardous enterprise, rashly daring. Pretend. Verb, to claim, to allege, especially when falsely or as a form of deliberate deception. Adjective, not really what it is represented as being. Imaginary. Feigned. Starred. Verb, to appear as a featured performer or headliner, especially in an entertainment program. Horror. Noun, an intense distressing emotion of fear or repugnance. Dressing. Noun, material applied to a wound for protection or therapy. Fire. Noun, a, usually self-sustaining, chemical reaction involving the bonding of oxygen with carbon or other fuel, with the production of heat and the presence of flame or smoldering. Pretty. Noun, a pretty person, a term of address to a pretty person. Verb, to make pretty, to beautify. Adjective, pleasant to the sight or other senses. Attractive, especially of women or children, but less strikingly than something beautiful. Adverb, somewhat, fairly, quite, sometimes also. By meiosis. Vary. Bend. Noun, a curve. Verb, to cause something to change its shape into a curve, by physical force, chemical action, or any other means. Meaningless. Adjective, lacking meaning. Genuine. Adjective, belonging to, or proceeding from the original stock. Native. Irrelevant. Adjective, not related, not applicable, unimportant, not connected. Manicurist. Noun, a person who performs manicures. Guess. Verb, to reach a partly, or totally, unqualified conclusion. Destiny. Noun, that to which any person or thing is destined. A predetermined state, a condition predestined by the divine or by human will. Matches. Noun, a competitive sporting event such as a boxing meet, a baseball game, or a cricket match. Verb, to agree, to be equal, to correspond. Noun, a device made of wood or paper, at the tip coated with chemicals that ignite with the friction of being dragged. Struck against a rough, dry surface. Optimistic. Adjective, expecting the best in all possible ways. Autonomy. Noun, self-government, freedom to act or function independently. Balls. Noun, a solid or hollow sphere, or roughly spherical mass. Verb, to form or wind into a ball. Noun, a formal dance. Verb, speaking or acting with bravado to achieve something. Adverb, vary, intensifier. Pear. Noun, an edible fruit produced by the pear tree, similar to an apple but elongated towards the stem. Somebody. Noun, a recognized or important person, a celebrity. Pronoun, some unspecified person. Nurse. Noun, a wet nurse. Verb, to breastfeed, to feed, a baby, at the breast, to suckle. Queen. Noun, a female monarch. Example, Queen Victoria. Verb, to make a queen. Catch. Noun, the act of seizing or capturing. Verb, heading, to capture, overtake. Clients. Noun, a customer, a buyer or receiver of goods or services. Charge. Noun, the amount of money levied for a service. Verb, to assign a duty or responsibility to. Refills. Noun, a filling after the first. Verb, to fill up once again. Overview. Noun, a brief summary, as of a book or a presentation. Verb, to engage in an overview. To provide a brief summary. Designing. Verb, to plan and carry out. A picture. Work of art. Construction, etc. Noun, a process of design. Adjective, artful, scheming. Redemption. Noun, the act of redeeming or something redeemed. Lands. Noun, the part of earth which is not covered by oceans or other bodies of water. Verb, to descend to a surface, especially from the air. Ministry. Noun, government department, at the administrative level normally headed by a minister, or equivalent rank, e.g. Secretary of State, who holds it as portfolio, especially in a constitutional monarchy, but also as a polity. Deck. Noun, any raised flat surface that can be walked on. A balcony, a porch, a raised patio, a flat rooftop. Verb, to furnish with a deck. As a vessel. Correspondent. Noun, someone who or something which corresponds. Adjective, corresponding, suitable, adapted, congruous. Shows. Noun, a play, dance, or other entertainment. Verb, to display, to have somebody see something. Speak. Noun, a low-class bar, a speakeasy. Noun, language, jargon, or terminology used uniquely in a particular environment or group. Verb, to communicate with one's voice, to say words out loud. Smoothies. Noun, a smooth-talking person. Outstanding. Verb, to resist effectually, withstand, sustain without yielding. Adjective, prominent or noticeable, standing out from others. Exhaust. Noun, a system consisting of the parts of an engine through which burned gases or steam are discharged. See also exhaust system. Verb, to draw or let out wholly, to drain off completely. Adjective, exhausted, used up. Itinerary. Noun, a written schedule of activities for a vacation or road trip. Adjective, itinerant, traveling from place to place. Done on a journey. Collective. Noun, a farm owned by a collection of people. Adjective, formed by gathering or collecting. Gathered into a mass. Interval. Noun, a distance in space. Separation. Noun, the act of disuniting two or more things, or the condition of being separated. Deal. Noun, a division, a portion, a share. Starred. Verb, to appear as a featured performer or headliner, especially in an entertainment program. Snore. Noun, the act of snoring, and the noise produced. Verb, to breathe during sleep with harsh, snorting noises caused by vibration of the soft palate. Express. Noun, a mode of transportation, often a train, that travels quickly or directly. Adjective, moving or operating quickly, as a train not making local stops. Enthusiastic. Adjective, with zealous fervor, excited, motivated. Ambitious. Adjective, of a person or their character. Having or showing ambition, wanting a lot of power. Honor, respect, superiority, or other distinction. Poison. Noun, a substance that is harmful or lethal to a living organism. Verb, to use poison to kill or paralyze somebody. Moved. Verb, to change place or posture. To go, in any manner, from one place or position to another. Adjective, emotionally affected, touched. Oral. Noun, a spoken test or examination, particularly in a language class. Adjective, relating to the mouth. Cash. Noun, money in the form of notes, bills and coins. as opposed to checks or electronic transactions. Verb, to exchange a check, for money in the form of notes, bills. Adjective, great, excellent, cool, font. Noun, a receptacle in a church for holy water, especially one used in baptism. Debugging. Verb, to search for and eliminate malfunctioning elements or errors in something, especially a computer program or machinery. Noun, the process of finding and resolving bugs or defects that prevent correct operation of computer software or a system. Historian. Noun, a writer of history, a chronicler, an analyst. Lands. Noun, the part of Earth which is not covered by oceans or other bodies of water. Verb, to descend to a surface, especially from the air. Ballerina. Noun, a female ballet dancer. Spy. Noun, a person who secretly watches and examines the actions of other individuals or organizations and gathers information on them, usually to gain an advantage. Verb, to act as a spy. Smartphone. Noun, a mobile phone with more advanced features and greater computing capacity than a feature phone. Indicate. Verb, to point out, to discover, to direct to a knowledge of, to show, to make known. Atomic. Noun, an atomic operation. Adjective, of or relating to atoms. Composed of atoms. Monatomic. Composite. Noun, a mixture of different components. Verb, to make a composite. Adjective, made up of multiple components. Compound or complex. Noun, a non-zero, natural number that is expressible as the product of two or more natural numbers other than itself and one. Means. Verb, to lament. Verb, to intend. Noun, now chiefly in the plural, a method or course of action used to achieve some result. Noun, resources, riches. Noun, an instrument or condition for attaining a purpose. Authority. Noun, the power to enforce rules or give orders. Enjoyed. Verb, to receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Look over. Verb, to give a brief visual inspection. Designer. Noun, a person who designs something, or who designs things as a profession. Adjective, created by a designer, especially a fashion designer. Meaningless. Adjective, lacking meaning. Smile. Noun, a facial expression comprised by flexing the muscles of both ends of one's mouth, often showing the front teeth, without vocalization, and in humans is a common involuntary or voluntary expression of happiness, pleasure, amusement or anxiety. Verb, to have a smile on one's face. Invincible. Noun, someone or something that cannot be defeated, destroyed or killed. Adjective, impossible to defeat, destroy or kill, too powerful to be defeated or overcome. Semicolon. Noun, the punctuation mark. Confiscated. Verb, to use one's authority to lay claim to and separate a possession from its holder. Based. Verb, to give as its foundation or starting point, to lay the foundation of. Adjective, founded on, having a basis, often used in combining forms. Legislation. Noun, the act of legislating, preparation and enactment of laws, the laws enacted. Patient. Noun, a person or animal who receives treatment from a doctor or other medically educated person. Adjective, of a person, willing to wait if necessary, not losing one's temper while waiting. Expert. Noun, a person with extensive knowledge or ability in a given subject. Adjective, extraordinarily capable or knowledgeable. Coke. Noun, solid residue from roasting coal in a coke oven. Used principally as a fuel and in the production of steel and formerly as a domestic fuel. Verb, to produce coke from coal. Governor. Noun, the chief executive officer of a first-level division of a country. Consequential. Adjective. Following as a result. Deportation. Noun. The act of deporting or exiling, or the state of being deported. Banishment. Transportation. Final. Noun. A final examination. A test or examination given at the end of a term or class. The test that concludes a class. Adjective. Last. Ultimate. Expression. Noun. The action of expressing thoughts, ideas, feelings, etc. Manual. Noun. A handbook. Develop. Verb. To change with a specific direction, progress. Catholic. Adjective. Of the Western Christian Church. As differentiated from e.g. the Orthodox Church. Adjective. Universal. All-encompassing. Contest. Noun. Controversy. Debate. Verb. To contend. Millionaire. Noun. Strictly. A person whose net worth is at or greater than 1 million units of the local currency, but less than 2 million. Face. Noun. The front part of the head of a human or other animal, featuring the eyes, nose and mouth, and the surrounding area. Verb. Of a person or animal. To position oneself or itself so as to have one's face closest to something. Injured. Verb. To wound or cause physical harm to a living creature. Inspiring. Verb. To infuse into the mind. To communicate to the spirit. To convey, as by a divine or supernatural influence. To disclose preternaturally. To produce in, as by inspiration. Noun. Inspiration. Adjective. Providing inspiration. Encouraging. Stimulating. Nothing. Noun. Something trifling, or of no consequence or importance. Adverb. Not at all. In no way. Pronoun. Not anything. No thing. Relatively. Adverb. Proportionally, in relation to some larger scale thing. Earlier. Adjective. At a time in advance of the usual or expected event. Adverb. At a time before expected. Sooner than usual. Modest. Adjective. Not bragging or boasting about oneself or one's achievements. Unpretentious, humble. Patient. Noun. A person or animal who receives treatment from a doctor or other medically educated person. Adjective. Of a person. Willing to wait if necessary. Not losing one's temper while waiting. Land. Noun. The part of earth which is not covered by oceans or other bodies of water. Verb. To descend to a surface. Especially from the air. Adjective. Of or relating to land. Invalidated. Verb. To make invalid. Especially applied to contract law. Adjective. Made invalid. Recruiting. Verb. To enroll or enlist new members or potential employees on behalf of an employer. Organization. Sports team. The military. Etc. Noun. The process by which a person is recruited. Recruitment. Domain. Noun. A geographic area owned or controlled by a single person or organization. Decorator. Noun. Someone who decorates. Mail. Noun. A bag or wallet. Verb. Detransitive. To send. A letter. Parcel. Etc. Through the mail. Cupboard. Noun. A board or table used to openly hold and display silver plate and other dishware. A sideboard. A buffet. Lure. Noun. Something that tempts or attracts. Especially one with a promise of reward or pleasure. Verb. To attract by temptation, etc. To entice. Composing. Verb. To make something by merging parts. Agreement. Noun. An understanding between entities to follow a specific course of conduct. Returning. Verb. To come or go back. To a place or person. Noun. The act of one who returns. A coming back. Roads. Noun. A way used for traveling between places. Originally one wide enough to allow foot passengers and horses to travel. Now. U.S. Usually one surfaced with asphalt or concrete and designed to accommodate many vehicles traveling. in both directions. In the UK, both senses are heard. A country road is the same as a country lane. Noun. Occasionally in the singular. A roadstead. Barrel. Noun. A round vessel or cask. Of greater length than breadth. And bulging in the middle. Made of staves bound with hoops. And having flat ends or heads. Sometimes applied to a similar cylindrical container made of metal. Usually called a drum. Verb. To put or to pack in a barrel or barrels. Dressed. Verb. To fit out with the necessary clothing. To clothe. Put clothes on. Something or someone. Adjective. Having been subjected to a preparatory process or treatment. Treated. Prepared. Etc. Adverb. Alternative form of etc. Production. Noun. The act of producing, making or creating something. Period. Noun. A length of time. Verb. To come to a period. To conclude. Adjective. Designating anything from a given historical era. Interjection. That's final. That's the end of the matter. Analogous to a period ending a sentence. End of story. Pencils. Noun. A paintbrush. Verb. To write something, using a pencil. Roast. Noun. A cut of meat suited to roasting. Verb. To cook food by heating in an oven or over a fire without covering. Resulting in a crisp, possibly even slightly charred appearance. Adjective. Having been cooked by roasting. Cars. Noun. A wheeled vehicle that moves independently. With at least 3 wheels. Powered mechanically. Steered by a driver and mostly for personal transportation. Noun. A turn. Noun. The first part of a cons in Lisp. The first element of a list. Exceptions. Noun. The act of accepting or excluding. Exclusion. Restriction by taking out something which would otherwise be included. As in a class. Statement. Rule. Lie. Noun. The terrain and conditions surrounding the ball before it is struck. Verb. To rest in a horizontal position on a surface. Fair. Noun. Something which is fair. In various senses of the adjective. Verb. To smoothen or even a surface. Especially a connection or junction on a surface. Adjective. Beautiful. Of a pleasing appearance. With a pure and fresh quality. Adverb. Clearly. Openly. Frankly. Civilly. Honestly. Favorably. Auspiciously. Agreeably. Little. Noun. A small amount. Adjective. Small in size. Adverb. Not much. Pronoun. Not much. Not a large amount. Scrub. Noun. One who labors hard and lives meanly. A mean fellow. Adjective. Mean. Dirty. Contemptible. Scrubby. Lake. Noun. A small stream of running water. A channel for water. A drain. Cost. Verb. To incur a charge of. To require payment of a specified price. Chief. Noun. A leader or head of a group of people. Organization. Etc. Verb. To smoke cannabis. Adjective. Primary. Principal. Demands. Noun. The desire to purchase goods and services. Verb. To request forcefully. Dock. Noun. A doctor. Ironing. Verb. To pass an iron over. Clothing or some other item made of cloth. In order to remove creases. Noun. The act of pressing clothes with an iron. Dancers. Noun. A person who dances, usually as a job or profession. Respond. Noun. A response. Verb. To say something in return. To answer. To reply. Mobility. Noun. The ability to move. Capacity for movement. Jogging. Noun. The action of the verb to jog. Glove. Noun. An item of clothing other than a mitten. Covering all or part of the hand and fingers. But usually allowing independent movement of the fingers. Verb. To catch the ball in a baseball mitt. Princess. Noun. A female member of a royal family other than a queen. Especially a daughter or granddaughter. Coupons. Noun. A section of a ticket, showing the holder to be entitled to some specified accommodation or service. As to a passage over a designated line of travel, a particular seat in a theater, a discount, etc. Flavors. Verb, to add flavoring to something. Skier. Noun, one who skis. Run through. Verb, to summarize briefly. Analogy. Noun, a relationship of resemblance or equivalence between two situations, people, or objects, especially when used as a basis for explanation or extrapolation. Finance. Noun, the management of money and other assets. Verb, to conduct, or procure money for, financial operations. Manage finances. Analyst. Noun, someone who analyzes. Gingerbread. Noun, a type of cake whose main flavoring is ginger. Flowing. Verb, to move as a fluid from one position to another. Noun, the action of the verb to flow. Adjective, tending to flow. Jumping. Verb, to propel oneself rapidly upward, downward and/or in any horizontal direction such that momentum causes the body to become airborne. Noun, the act of performing a jump. Adjective, exuberantly active, in full swing. Called. Verb, heading, to use one's voice. Professor. Noun, the most senior rank for an academic at a university or similar institution. Informally also known as full professor. Abbreviated professor. Hurts. Noun, an emotional or psychological humiliation or bad experience. Verb, to be painful. Messed. Verb, transitive, often used with up, to make untidy or dirty. Verb, to take meals with a mess. Goals. Noun, a result that one is attempting to achieve. Verb, to score a goal. Escape. Noun, the act of leaving a dangerous or unpleasant situation. Verb, to get free, to free oneself. Relieving. Verb, to ease a person's thoughts, etc. from mental distress. To stop someone feeling anxious or worried. To alleviate the distress of. Noun, a change in color, texture, etc. that relieves monotony. Adjective, that brings relief. Canvas. Noun, a type of coarse cloth, woven from hemp, useful for making sails and tents or as a surface for paintings. Verb, to cover an area or object with canvas. Dagger. Noun, a stabbing weapon, similar to a sword but with a short, double-edged blade. Verb, to pierce with a dagger. To stab. Incident. Noun, an event or occurrence. Adjective, arising as the result of an event, inherent. Friends. Noun, a person other than a family member. Spouse or lover whose company one enjoys and towards whom one feels affection. Verb, to act as a friend to befriend, to be friendly to help. Mandarin. Noun, a high government bureaucrat of the Chinese Empire. Adjective, pertaining to or reminiscent of mandarins. Deliberately superior or complex. Esoteric. Highbrow. Obscurantist. Noun, a perching duck that has a red bill. Large white crescent above the eye and reddish face. Ex gallericulata. Sooner. Adjective, short in length of time from the present. Adverb, immediately, instantly. Absorb. Verb, to include so that it no longer has separate existence. To overwhelm. To cause to disappear as if by swallowing up. To incorporate. To assimilate. To take in and use up. Behave. Verb, to conduct oneself well, or in a given way. Sheet. Noun, a thin bedcloth used as a covering for a mattress or as a layer over the sleeper. Verb, to cover or wrap with cloth, or paper, or other similar material. Alley. Noun, a narrow street or passageway, especially one through the middle of a block giving access to the rear of lots or buildings. Entering. Verb, To go or come into an enclosed or partially enclosed space. Noun. Action of the verb to enter. Light. Noun. Visible electromagnetic radiation. The human eye can typically detect radiation, light, in the wavelength range of about 400 to 750 nanometers. Nearby shorter and longer wavelength ranges, although not visible, are commonly called ultraviolet and infrared light. Invention. Noun. Something invented. Stepbrother. Noun. The son of one's stepparent who is not the son of either of one's biological parents. Pen pals. Noun. A friend with whom one communicates using letters, usually over a long distance. Intuitive. Noun. One who has, especially parapsychological, intuition. Adjective. Spontaneous. Without requiring conscious thought. Playground. Noun. Outdoors. A large open space for children to play on, usually having dedicated play equipment, such as swings and slides. Serving. Verb. Personal. To provide a service, or, by extension, a product, especially food or drink. Noun. The action of the verb to serve. Adjective. That or who serves or serve. Crown. Noun. A royal, imperial or princely headdress. A diadem. Verb. To place a crown on the head of. Adjective. Of. Related to, or pertaining to a crown. Computers. Noun. A person employed to perform computations. One who computes. Per. Preposition. For each. Psychiatrist. Noun. A medical doctor specializing in psychiatry. Electrician. Noun. A tradesman who installs, repairs and maintains electrical wiring and equipment. Everything. Pronoun. All the things under discussion. Proposal. Noun. Something which is proposed, or offered for consideration or acceptance. Adjustments. Noun. The action of adjusting something. Mat. Noun. A flat piece of coarse material used for wiping one's feet, or as a decorative or protective floor covering. Verb. To cover, protect or decorate with mats. Alliance. Noun. The state of being allied. Verb. To connect or unite by alliance, to ally. Ideal. Noun. A perfect standard of beauty, intellect etc., or a standard of excellence to aim at. Adjective. Optimal. Being the best possibility. Noticed. Verb. To remark upon, to mention. Furniture. Noun. Large movable item. S. Usually in a room, which enhance. S. The room's characteristics, functionally or decoratively. Politicians. Noun. One engaged in politics, especially an elected or appointed government official. Decrease. Noun. An amount by which a quantity is decreased. Verb. Of a quantity, to become smaller. Addictions. Noun. A state that is characterized by compulsive drug use or compulsive engagement in rewarding behavior, despite negative consequences. Obedience. Noun. The quality of being obedient. Deprived. Verb. To take something away from someone, and keep it away. To deny someone something. Adjective. Subject to deprivation. Poor. Cruel. Verb. To spoil or ruin one's chance of success. Adjective. Intentionally causing or reveling in pain and suffering. Merciless. Heartless. Adverb. To a great degree. Terribly. Caramel. Noun. A smooth, chewy, sticky confection made by heating sugar and other ingredients until the sugars polymerize and become sticky. Verb. To caramelize. Adjective. Of a yellow-brown color. Logger. Noun. A worker whose occupation is to harvest trees. Lieutenant. Noun. The lowest junior commissioned officer rank. S. In many military forces, often Army and Marines. Adjective. A military grade that is junior to the grade the adjective modifies. Lieutenant colonel. Lieutenant general. lieutenant commander. Marmalade. Noun. Citrus fruit variant of jam but distinguished by being made slightly bitter by the addition of the peel and by partial caramelization during manufacture. Most commonly made with Seville oranges, and usually qualified by the name of the fruit when made with other types of fruit. Verb. To spread marmalade on.